Miyamoto Musashi composed a brief but profound work called the Dokkodo or the Path of Aloneness. He wrote this work in the week prior to his death in 1645, and dedicated it to his favored disciple. The Dokkodo contains concise yet meaningful general rules and guidelines for life, with each of the 21 lines addressing a different facet of life. It is a testament to Musashi's wisdom and reflects his preparation for his impending passing. 1. Accept everything just the way it is. The world presents us with numerous challenges and circumstances beyond our control, and attaining lasting peace is not possible when we cling to our personal beliefs about how things should be. It is imperative to recognize that certain aspects of life are unchangeable and must be accepted for what they are. Denying one's current or past circumstances serves no purpose. One example of this principle can be seen in a person's response to a significant life change, such as the loss of a loved one or a job. Instead of trying to force a pre-existing worldview to fit this new reality, it may be more beneficial to adapt to the change and accept it for what it is. Trying to deny or resist the new circumstances could prolong the grieving process and hinder the ability to move forward. By maintaining a flexible perspective and accepting what has happened, an individual can more effectively adapt and move forward with their life. 2. Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. Enjoying pleasure without considering its context can be a dangerous affair. In contrast, taking pleasure from living a purposeful life is more enduring and delightful. It is essential not to become overly attached to pleasure, as seeking it solely for its own sake reduces one's humanity and makes them more animalistic. One can comprehend this point by contemplating those who are addicted to substances like drugs, alcohol, or tobacco. Such individuals have a single focus, satisfying their craving. Pleasure alone cannot bring satisfaction. Fulfillment comes from having a sense of purpose, achieving goals, gaining self-awareness, and being at peace. Pleasure must be earned, and pursuing it solely for its own sake leads to a temporary sense of gratification that only benefits the body, not the soul. 3. Do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling. With a million voices both internal and external guiding us, it can be challenging to discern our true desires. To find clarity, it's best to wait and embrace stillness, allowing silence to reveal our innermost thoughts. When uncertain about a situation or individual, exercising caution is essential. Merely having a vague belief in something, including self-belief, is not the same as wholeheartedly embracing it. For certain endeavors, unwavering conviction is necessary, and if unsure, it's wise to take a step back to reassess and refine the plan. Acting recklessly leaves one vulnerable to counterattacks. 4. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. Many consider humility to be the most significant virtue of all. As we acquire knowledge, we become increasingly aware of our limited understanding, making it crucial to remain receptive and unattached to our own opinions. Focusing too much on oneself can obscure one's judgment. It's essential to develop a mental framework of the world that can be adjusted as new information and experiences are gained. By cultivating a light sense of self, adapting to change becomes more natural, setting us apart from others who struggle to do so. 5. Be detached from desire your whole life long. Desires are fleeting, akin to clouds drifting across an expansive sky. True tranquility and composure lie beyond the persistent urge to fulfill one desire after another. As an insatiable thirst, desire can never truly be quenched. It's essential to recognize that everyone experiences desires, but becoming overly attached to them can cloud one's judgment, much like a drug addict consumed by the need for their next fix, heedless of the repercussions. Being overly fixated on desires can make one susceptible to manipulation and mistakes. 6. Do not regret what you have done. Life moves inexorably forward, and dwelling in regret runs counter to the very essence of existence. To live confidently and embrace acceptance is to move with the flow of life, continually pushing forward and upward. Regret is a fruitless emotion, a past expense that can never be recovered. Instead, when experiencing guilt, reflect on the experience and learn from your mistake. However, it's crucial not to harbor deep regret, which only serves to impede progress without improving the situation. The past cannot be altered, and one must focus on moving forward. 7. Never be jealous. Jealousy has been described by Indian mystics as a poison that infects the heart. When jealousy takes hold, we adopt a negative attitude, fixating on what we lack rather than the abundance in our lives. In reality, every breath we take is a precious gift. Instead of indulging in jealousy, it's essential to seek inspiration. Jealousy is a futile emotion, which only harms oneself by robbing us of joy and fostering discontent with what we have. 8. Never let yourself be saddened by a separation. In this life, all things are impermanent, subject to decay and eventual demise. However, by remaining mindful of the eternal present, we come to understand this universal truth, which can provide solace during difficult times. It's important to recognize that attachment differs from love. Separation is an unavoidable aspect of life. Individuals enter and exit our lives, and all living beings ultimately experience birth and death. 9. Resentment and complaint are appropriate neither for oneself or others. The energy expended on complaining, both mentally and physically, could be better directed towards more productive endeavors. When we complain, we affirm and reinforce a reality that is inherently at odds with our desires. Fostering a resentful and problem-oriented mindset only serves to impede progress, decrease happiness, and diminish tranquility. It's essential to acknowledge that not everyone is created equal, despite the fallacy that all are. Each individual possesses unique skills, physical features, and attributes, varying in degree of beauty and handsomeness. However, according to Musashi, it's essential to overlook these differences as they hold little importance. 10. Do not let yourself be guided by the feeling of lust or love. Often, both love and lust are conditional, stemming from self-interest rather than the desire to serve others. When seeking a spiritual path or honing a particular discipline, these emotions can be incredibly distracting. At times, it may be wiser to avoid engaging in behaviors that could prove harmful, rather than occasionally indulging. Both love and lust can have an adverse effect on one's judgment. In the past, individuals have relinquished everything, including money, reputation, and freedom, due to a moment of passion and desire, only to find that the consequences far outweighed any fleeting pleasure. 11. In all things have no preferences. By attaining stillness and observing our thoughts, we come to realize that many of the dualities we perceive in the world are, in fact, created within our own minds. Concepts such as good and bad are often relative, subject to change based on circumstances. Maintaining an open mind allows for a wide range of diverse experiences. Remaining confined to what we already know is akin to being a fish in a small pond, limiting growth and expansion. 12. Be indifferent to where you live. Miyamoto Musashi was a nomad by nature, having traversed many lands in his time as a samurai and later as a ronin. Today, people often place excessive emphasis on their physical dwelling, furniture, and even their neighbors' possessions. This attachment to material things can lead to discontentment, with individuals becoming emotionally attached to their homes. Musashi believed that living a simple life rendered the physical location of one's abode unimportant. He maintained that, to remain focused, one must develop a sense of detachment from their surroundings. Often, people dream of distant locations simply because they are not present there. In the internet age, being physically present at a specific place and time is no longer a requirement to conduct business, as long as an internet connection is available. 13. Do not pursue the taste of good food. The primary function of food is to nourish the body. Overindulgence in food to gratify the senses can lead to an unsettled mind and over-identification with the physical body. Individuals who regularly consume luxurious, Michelin-star restaurant meals may develop an aversion to more basic foods, promoting extravagance and indulgence. Musashi advocates for eating simple, nutritious food, in limited quantities and with mindfulness. The purpose of eating should be solely for nutrition. 14. Do not hold on to possessions you no longer need. A widely acknowledged and indisputable fact is that the possessions we accumulate can end up controlling us. It's important to learn to appreciate and be content with less, rather than always yearning for more. As a wanderer, Musashi discovered that the more one owns, the more one desires, leading to an unending cycle that fosters fear of loss. 15. Do not act following customary beliefs. It's important to uncover one's own truths and revelations, rather than hastily adopting beliefs and ideals that have yet to be tested. When we live a life dictated by external forces, we risk becoming estranged from our true selves and potential. Therefore, it's essential to think independently and avoid becoming an automaton. The fact that many people engage in a particular behavior or activity does not necessarily make it a wise choice, and conversely, the absence of participation in an endeavor does not inherently deem it foolish. 16. Do not collect weapons or practice with weapons beyond what is useful. Miyamoto Musashi was not a dilettante, rather, he dedicated himself to mastering the sword. Achieving mastery in any discipline demands extensive time and dedication. Focusing on a single skill is more effective than trying to become proficient in countless areas. Initially, it's essential to develop and refine abilities in one's current practice, rather than impulsively moving on due to boredom or impatience. 17. Do not fear death. Miyamoto Musashi believed that the fear of death weakens warriors, preventing them from attaining their full potential. He advises individuals to approach life as they would a sparring match, maintaining a calm, focused, and fearless attitude to maximize the chance of success. Musashi understood that death is inevitable, and worrying about it is futile since we don't know when it will come. Accepting the reality of death is empowering, allowing individuals to focus on living a fulfilling and purposeful life. Rather than dwelling on the fear of death, Musashi encourages individuals to embrace the present moment and make the most of their time. 18. Do not seek to possess either goods or fiefs for your old age. Focusing solely on planning and saving for retirement may result in a missed opportunity to fully experience life in the present. Miyamoto Musashi emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment, acknowledging that acquiring wealth is not inherently negative. One can enjoy retirement with a modest portfolio, it's not necessary to accumulate vast wealth to live a satisfying life in the future. 19. Respect Buddha and the gods without counting on their help. Recognizing that there exist higher forces and realities beyond our control can be beneficial. Having faith can be influential in overcoming challenges. However, it's important to take action and work towards one's goals. It's commonly said that God helps those who help themselves, implying that one must put forth effort to achieve success. Striving to do one's best and avoiding dependence on God or luck are critical components of Musashi's philosophy. Relying on luck without a plan is a recipe for failure. Instead, it's necessary to develop a strategy and take action to ensure success. 20. You may abandon your own body but you must preserve your honor. Self-respect and honor were of utmost importance to the samurai. They believed that one's values and principles should never be compromised, and honor was worth sacrificing one's life for. Living authentically, in accordance with one's truth, is crucial in achieving self-respect. Avoiding actions that may lead to regret and living a righteous life is essential for becoming a role model for others to emulate. 21. Never stray from the way. Each individual has a unique path to follow in life, guided by an inner compass that directs personal growth and knowledge. This pursuit may range from simply seeking self-improvement to aspiring for self-realization and enlightenment. To embody the spirit of a warrior, one must persevere and resist succumbing to base desires and inclinations. When committed to a cause, it's essential to give it your all. Time is a limited resource, and as we age, our energy levels decline. Therefore, wasting time is not an option, and it's crucial to make the most of each moment. It's essential to recognize that time is precious and limited, and one should use it wisely to pursue their chosen path in life. In conclusion, Dokkōdō provides valuable insights into living a fulfilling and purposeful life. Musashi's teachings emphasize the importance of self-discipline, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to one's path. The principles offer practical advice for anyone seeking personal growth and self-improvement, encouraging readers to embrace a simple and authentic life, to strive for excellence in their chosen field, and to reject attachment to material possessions and fleeting desires. We hope that this video has provided you with valuable insights and inspiration to apply these teachings in your own life. Remember, the key to success is to stay true to yourself, persevere, and never give up on your dreams. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please consider clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel.